Anjaya. Four participants. I am Dr. Anjaya, Professor of History. Usmania University. Retired Professor of History, Usmania University. Our syllabus is sixth semester. History of Telangana. History of Telangana. In the last class, we completed Shatavana period in the early history of the Andhras, early history of Telangana. We completed Shatavanas also we completed. So now today, so we are going to discuss other chapters, that is post Shatavana period. Post Shatavana period. Hello, 4 students are there. Post Shatavana period is first Telangana rulers in the post Shatavana period. Who are the rulers? First post Shatavana, after Shatavanas. After Shatavanas, post Shatavana period, Ikshvakus are of Vijayapuri, means Nagarjunakonda are the rulers. Ikshvakus of Vijayapuri, they are the 4 rulers. Sri Shantamula was then Vasishiputra Sri Shantamula, Veerapurusadatta, Rudrapurusadatta, and Vevula Shantamula. 4 rulers ruled after demise of Shatavana rule. Ikshvakas ruled from 225 to up to 300, means roughly around 75 years of the closing decades of the 3rd century. They ruled with the capital of Vijayapuri. Ikshvakas ruled with the capital of Vijayapuri. They are the followers of Hinduism. Yes. Ikshvakas ruled with the capital of Vijayapuri. Then Ikshvakas ruled from 225 CE to up to 300 CE, Common Era. Around 75 years, Ikshvakas ruled with the capital of Vijayapuri or Nagarjunakonda. Then during this period, what was the first ruler? Sri Shantamula is with marriage relations. He increased his power and he patronized the Yajna, Ashwamedha, Rajashwa Yajna Yagas in patronized Hinduism. Then next ruler, Veerapurusadatta, patronized Buddhism with the influence of his aunts, means mother-in-laws, Shantishri and other, his sister, Shantishri and other mother-in-law, second mother-in-law. With this mother-in-laws, he patronized Buddhism. Then Bahubala, Shantamula, and 4 rulers. This other 2 rulers patronized the Hinduism. Thus, Krishna Valley became a cradle for Hinduism. Cradle for Hinduism means in the Krishna Valley, first ruler Yajnayaga Ashwamedha Rajaswa performed. Second ruler with the aunts Shanti Sri and other second mother-in-law, and he has married their daughters. So that is with the influence of mother-in-laws. This man, so adopted Buddhism. Then this way, Nagarjuna Konda became a great center of Buddhism during the Ikshvaka period. Acharya Nagarjuna was lived in the Vijaypuri. Great Mahachaitya was constructed at Nagarjuna Konda, Vijaypuri, and Vijaypuri, Nagarjuna Konda attracted the students from the outside Buddhist university. Acharya Nagarjuna, Madhyamik philosopher, and also he is very great mathematician and chemist. So with his knowledge, he earned much money and developed this one as a Buddhist center. Then next rulers are, after Veeraprashadatta, next subsequent two rulers are patronized Hinduism, so that Krishna Valley became a cradle for Hinduism. Hindu temples, Ashtabhuja Swami, then Ashtabhuja Swami temple, Harati temple, Kumara Swami temple, and other small roofed temples, Hindu temples, came into existence during the Ikshvaka period. Thus, Ikshvaka period is great period for two religions. One is Hinduism, another one is Buddhism. For two religions, it was the center. Equally patronizes the two religions. And so that is Ikshvakas. Next rulers are the Vishnu Kundinis. Vishnu Kundinis are the greatest rulers of the Telangana. Vishnu Kundini capital, there was a controversy about the capital of Vishnu Kundinis. Some historians are stating that Kesaragutta, more than 1,000 Shivalingas were there on the abode of on the hill of the Kesaragutta. So that Kesaragutta is the headquarters of the Vishnu Kundinis. Some of the historians are stating that Indrapala Gutta, Ramanapet is Indrapala Gutta is the headquarters. Indrapala Nagara is the headquarters of the Vishnu Kundinis. Some of them are Tummalagudam inscriptions. So many inscriptions we got there, so that Tummalagudam is the Nalgonda Tummalagudam is the headquarters of these Vishnu Kundinis. Some of them are stating that Mahbubnagar area. So thus Vishnu Kundinis are ruled most of the Nalgonda regions, Hyderabad regions, and also Mahbubnagar district. Mahbubnagar area was also under them. Thus, Vishnu Kundini, some of them are stating that Sri Shailam is also the stating as their capital. So that way, anyway, most of the parts of the Mahbubnagar, Nalgonda, Hyderabad areas were under the Vishnu Kundini's rule. Thus, the great Telangana rulers who ruled more than the 400 to 500 to 600, means 2 centuries. 2 centuries, 385 to the 485, 580 or 550 up to that. The Vishnu Kundinis, more roughly 200 years, Vishnu Kundinis are the rulers of the Telangana. Entire Telangana was ruled by the Vishnu Kundinis. These Shatavahanas are ruled entire Dakkan. But Vishnu Kundinis ruled the Telangana area. Then Telangana area, the first ruler is Govinda Varma, or the was Chaitanyapuri inscription in the Chaitanyapuri, Hyderabad. Then Indrapala Gutta, Madhav Varma too was a great ruler. Madhav Varma, Indra Varma, Madhav Varma, thus Vishnu Kundinis are Indra Bhattaraka Varma. So Govinda Varma. So this way, the Vishnu Kundinis are patronizers of the Buddhism. Govinda Varma, first one. The Indrapala Gutta, Indra Varma, later Govinda Varma, later Madhav Varman 1, later Madhav Varman 2, then Madhav Varman 2, Vikramendra Varma, Indra Bhattaraka Varma. So that's many Vishnu Kundin rulers. Their rule is memorable in the history of Telangana. Their inscriptions are in the Sanskrit language. During this period, entire period is the Hinduism or Sanskrit language. Official language was the Sanskrit. So that Sanskrit language now Sanskrit language was the official language of the Vishnu Kundinis. Vishnu Kundinis period. Then Vishnu Kundinis period, Gatikas means Hindu learning centers that came into existence. Gatikasthanas, Hindu learning centers. Whereas, thus, during the Vishnu Kundini period, the Govinda Varma is adopted, patronized the Buddhism. Then Madhav Varman too was a great warrior. Madhav Varman too, great, not only he did many wars, got victory. So wherever he got victory, he installed Sivalingas. Thus, the Sivalingas are called as Ramalingas. So that Ramalingeshwara temples came into existence under the Madhavarman too, who was performed the Yajna, Vajipeya or Ashwamedha, Rajasuya Yajnayagas and defeated many rulers. Thus, Madhavarman too installed many Sivalingas, and these Sivalingas are all called Ramalingas. Thus, Ramalingeshwara temples came into existence during his period. Wherever he got victory, in that place he built the Ramalingeshwara temple. So that is the Madhavarman too, who was patronizers of the Vedic Hinduism. So thus Hinduism temples at Mughal Rajapuram, Vijayawada, temples at Undavelli, temples at Vijayawada, and thus temples the Undavelli temple, Mughal Rajapuram temple, Vijayawada temple. Then these are Hindu temples, Hindu Gatikasthanas, learning centers are, and Hindu Sanskrit language. Means Buddhism and also Hinduism, Hindu temples of Shivalingas and Vaishnavism, Shaivism centers are came into existence during the Vishnu Kundini rule. That is most important aspect of Vishnu Kundini rule. Then after Vishnu Kundini's, Telangana area is occupied by Western Chalukyas of Badami, Vatapi. 550. The Samantas of Vishnu Kundinis revolted and established their power at Vatapi, at Badami, or Pattadakal. So that the Western Chalukyas of Vengi ruled 207, so up to 550 to 750, that is Western Chalukyas Vengi. Under the Western Chalukyas Vengi, great ruler was Pulakeshian II. Pulakeshian II got victory over the Harshavardhana, North Indian Lord Harshavardhana. North Indian Lord Harshavardhana. Thus, this aspect of the North Indian Lord was defeated in the hands of the Pulakeshian II. And thus, the inscription, this inscription is called Ka. Then the inscription in the Narmada River. North Indian Lord was defeated by Pulakeshian II. The Hattigumpa inscription. Hattigumpa inscription. Badami Chalukyas. Pulakeshian II stated he himself is a Lord of South India. North Indian Lord Harshavardhana was defeated in his hands. Thus, about this his victory over the North Indian Lord Harshavardhana is stating in his inscription. So Badami Chalukyan inscription. Aivolu, not Hattigumpa. Aivolu inscription. Aivolu inscription, not Hattigumpa. Hattigumpas is Karavelas. Hattigumpas is Karavelas, Kalinga Karavelas. This is called the Pulakeshian II issued his victory over the North Indian Lord is Aivolu inscription. Aivolu inscription. And also, during this period, these Badami Chalukyas are constructed the Hindu temples, Alampur temples in Telangana, Mahbubnagar district. Alampur temples are built. Navabrahma temples, Alampur temple, built during the period of the Western Chalukyas. Western Chalukya ruler Pulakeshian II conquered over the eastern Andhra, eastern coastal Andhra, and along with the Western Chalukyas, eastern Andhra was conquered by Pulakeshian II. Along with them, the many Karnadigas, which Western Chalukyas capital is Karnataka. Karnataka, Vatapi, Badami, Pattadakal, Karnataka. So that from Karnataka capital to many people as army generals, as in other positions came, and as many Brahmins came and settled in the Andhra region. Thus, migration of Kannadigas into Andhras is occurred during the period of the Pulakeshian II. Migration of Brahmins, migration of the provincial governors or the military generals brought along with them by the ruler, Karnataka rulers, the Chalukyas of Badami brought the provincial governors to rule over the Andhra area or Telangana area, Andhra area particularly. Thus, this way, many Kannadigas and came and settled in the Andhra area and also Telangana area. Thus, his brother Kubja Vishnuvardhana installed over the Vengi throne in 610 CE or AD. Thus, Kubja Vishnuvardhana means the fellow who is a Guni, means a bended spinal cord fellow, Guni fellow. That Kubja Vishnuvardhana. Kubja means short fellow. Kubja Vishnuvardhana installed as a governor of Vengi. Then this fellow continued after the Pulakeshin too. This fellow, Kubja Vishnuvardhana, and his successors continued over the Vengi throne up to the 600 years. Means 610 it was installed as a governor. From 600 to up to 1200, Vengi Chalukyas with the capital of Vengi in the coastal Andhra. That this dynasty continued. That is the Andhra rule. Vengi Chalukyas are the Andhra rulers. Then whereas this Vengi Chalukyas continued with alliance with the Cholas, more than roughly around 600 years, Vengi Chalukyas and Cholas were allies, continued their power. Then later, the Western Chalukyas of Badami power replaced by Rashtrakutas. Rashtrakutas also ruled the Rashtrakutas means they are the rulers over the Rashtra province. Then when Badami Chalukyan rule was disintegrating, declining conditions, Rashtrakutas are captured, provincial governors are captured power and proclaimed independence. That is called Rashtrakutas, ruled from 750s to 970. The Rashtrakutas ruled over the northern Telangana and Telangana area. Rashtrakutas of the Maharashtra, Vellora, Kailasa temple. The Rashtrakutas are the Kailas temple built under the Rashtrakutas. Ellora, Ajanta, Ellora. So this way, the rulers of the Shatavana, after Shatavana rulers, Ikshwakus, then Vakatakas also, central India, who are allies to the alliance to the Guptas. Vakatakas are two branches, Vakatakas. The Vakatakas are also came to power. Vakatakas are Vatsagolma branch, Nandivarman branch. But Vakatakas period, but it was Prativasena who was close ally of the Guptas of North India. So that is the reason the Vakataka period, Srisailam became a great center of religion. Then Vakatakas are strong believers of the Srisailam temple, so that temple became famous during the period of Vakatakas. And also architecture. Vakataka's period, the Srisailam became a great center. So then, after Vakataka's, next Badami Chalukyas, the Aivolu, Hattigumpa inscription, Hattigumpa inscription, Aivolu inscription of the Badami Chalukyan is stating his victory over the North Indian Lord. So, Aivolu inscription. Thus, after the Western Chalukyas of Badami. Out of Western Chalukyas, Badami, their brother means Pulakeshin II brother installed over Vengi. Those rulers are his successors became the rulers of Vengi, continued in power up to the 600 years, 1200 C, that the Vengi Chalukyas continued as a allies of the as a friends of the Cholas. And the deep south Pandyans were ruling. Now Telangana, this after the Chalukyas of Alampur, Rashtrakutas came to the power. Rashtrakutas also ruled with the capital of Manyaketa, Malkhed. Malkhed. Rashtrakutas, famous ruler, is Krishna built Kailas temple at Ellora, means Seve temple, great Seve temple. That's Hinduism. Rashtrakuta period, Hinduism. Rashtrakutas are also great rulers of the Deccan. They were contemporaries of the Pratyaharas of Kanauj of North India, Palas of Bengal. These are the three-party rulers, three powers. Entire India, there were three powers struggling for supremacy. One was the Rashtrakutas, who ruled the northern Telangana and Telangana regions, and also the Deccan area, Rashtrakutas. Then Pratyaharas of Kanauj, Palas of Bengal, they are the three-party, tripartite rulers struggling for the power or the installing power. So that's Rashtrakutas of Malkhed also ruled from 750s to 973. Thus Rashtrakutas are replaced by Kalyani Chalukya. Kalyani Chalukyas were also rulers of Maharashtra and also Telangana. Kalyani Chalukyas. That's Kalyani Chalukyas. Then Kalyani Chalukya, great ruler of Kalyani Chalukyas, was Chalukya Vikramaditya. Chalukya Vikramaditya. Bilahanas wrote Vikramanka Deva Charitra. Bilahana wrote Vikramanka Deva Charitra. Bilahana's writing. So thus the Chalukyas of Kalyani with the capital of Kalyani, Chalukyas. Thus Chalukyas of Kalyani was waging war over the Vengi Chalukyas. Even Vengi Chalukya ruler, Raja Narendra, in spite of the Chola rulers, there was a marriage alliance between the Vengi Chalukyas and Cholas. Thus, due to the marriage alliances, they were the Vengi Chalukyas were supported by Cholas of Tanjavur, Cholas of Tanjore, or Gangaikonda Cholapuram. Thus, Raja I gave his daughter to the Vengi Chalukya. Raja one son, Rajendra Chola daughter also given to the Vengi Chalukya. Thus, Vengi Chalukyas and Kalyani Chalukyas continued waged war over each other. That time, Chola supported to the Vengi Chalukyas. However, in spite of that, Vengi Chalukyas are defeated in the hands of the Kalyani Chalukyas, so that they accepted the subordination, sometimes subordination of the Vengi Chalukyas. Thus, the Chalukyas of Badami, Chalukyas of then Chalukyas of Kalyani Chalukyas. Now, Kalyani Chalukyas a kingdom divided into two parts. Maharashtra part, Yadavas of Devagiri, and eastern part of Kalyani Chalukyan king is emerged as Kakatiyas of Warangal. Then at the same time, here Vengi Chalukyas and Cholas of Gangaikonda Cholapuram or Cholas of Tanjore, Cholas and Vengi Chalukyas combinedly waged war over the Kalyani Chalukyas. However, sometimes Kalyani Chalukyas got victory. So that the continuous wars are occurred between the Kalyani Chalukyas and the Vengi Chalukyas. Then Kalyani Chalukyas empire disintegrated due to the revolt of Kalachuri Bijala. Basavanna, Kalachuri Basaveshwarudu. Basavanna, Kalachuri Basaveshwarudu. So that the Kalachuri. So then Kalyani Chalukyas, that way the empire disintegrated, divided into two, Yadavas of Devagiri, Kakatiyas of Warangal. But whereas Cholas, Pallavas, earlier Pallava rule in the beginning in the Tamil Nadu area, Pallava rule is 550s to 850, 300 years. See here, Pallavas ruled 300 years. From 550s to 850s with the capital of Kanchipuram or Tamil Nadu. But whereas at the same time, Badami Chalukyas ruled only 2 years with the capital of Badami Vatapi from same 550s to 500 to 650, 750. Means same 2.5 years Badami Chalukyas. But whereas Vengi Chalukyas continued from Vengi over 600 years, continued Vengi Chalukyas, and also with the help of the Cholas. Pallava rule is replaced. Pallava rule from 850 ended. Pallavas are great builders of the Mahabalipuram temple. Mahabalipuram temple and Kailasanath temple at Kanchipuram, Kailasanath temple at Kailasanath temple at Shore temple, that is called Shore temple, Kailasanath temple. So this way, temples built, then this rule is, Chalukyan rule is replaced by Rashtrakutas. Rashtrakutas period. So Kailas temple built at Elephanta, a Kailas temple, Ellora Kailas temple. Then after Rashtrakutas, Kalyani Chalukya, the empire is divided into, Yadavas of Devagiri and Kakatiyas of Warangal. But the Cholas, 850s to up to 1200, the Cholas continued. Cholas. And Chola ruler, Raja Chola. During Chola rule period, Bay of Bengal called as a Chola lake. It's a Rajendra Chola. After that, Chola ruler died while helping to the Vengi Chalukyas. So then the Chola, Vengi, Chalukyas, Cholas were combined. The Vengi Chalukyan ruler with the title of Kulutonga Chola, the started ruling with the Tanjore capital. Thus, Chola Chalukyan, Chola Vengi Chalukyan is combined rule started. But Kalyani Chalukyas continued. Kalyani Chalukyas disintegrated and declined due to the revolt of revolt of Basaveshwara, Basavanna. So this way, Veerasai waits. Then, however, revived the Kalyan Chalukyas, but anyway, Kalyan Chalukyan Empire divided into two divisions, Yadavas of Devagiri, Kakatiyas of Varangal. So, at this Kakatiyas of Varangal, before the emergence of Kakatiyas, there are other rulers who are ruling over the Nalgonda, Maibuna district. Those are the Kandur Chodas. Kandur Chodas, Samantas of the Chalukyas, Kandur Chodas. Kandur Chodas were ruling over the Nalgonda district of the Kapanagal area. Then, at the same time, the Kakatiyas were ruling. The Kakatiyas period, Kandur Chodas, before the emergence of Kakatiyas as a ruling power, independent ruling power, Kandur Chodas were ruled much of the area of the southern Telangana and also Andhra area, Kandur Chodas and Polavasa Nayakas in the Karimnagar area. Polavasa Nayakas, Karimnagar area, they were the rulers. So, in this way, the rulers, the Kakatiyas of Varangal, then during this period, Kandur Chodas Polavas Nayakas period, Paulasteshwara temple in the Karimnagar district. Then Kandur Chodas period at Panagallu, Pachala Someshwara temple. Pachala Someshwara temple at Panagallu. We come across Someshwara temple and Sun temple, both rock temples, very historical temples we come across in the at Panagallu. So this is where Kandur Chodas are great rulers, but slowly Kandur Choda rule is areas are occupied by Kakatiyas of Varangal. Kakatiyas of Varangal is occupied. Kandur Chodas rulers, Kakatiyas became imperial rulers. Thus, the Kandur Choda rule, Palavasa rule is ended. The Samantas rule ended. Then big rulers are established. Those are the big rulers are established. That is Kakatiyas of Orugallu or Varangal, Hanamakonda. Thus, Kakatiyas are Samantas. See, here in Telangana, when the Rashtrakutas were ruling, Vemulavada Chalukyas were also rulers with the Vemulavada. Bhimeshwara temple at Vemulavada, the Vemulavada Chalukyas and Mudigonda Chalukyas. These are Vemulavada Chalukyas were the supporters of the Rashtrakutas. Then Rashtrakuta rule is ended, Vemulavada Chalukya rule is also ended. Then Vemulavada Chalukyas with the Karimnagar district, Bhimeshwara temple at Karimnagar, Vemulavada Chalukyas. Vemulavada Chalukyas, who in his court, their court, Pampa Panna, Ran Pampa Kavi, Adikavi, Pampa Kavi was ruling over the so Vemulavada Chalukya court. The Vemulavada Chalukyas were allies of Rashtrakutas, whereas Mudigonda Chalukyas are friends, allies of the Vengi Chalukyas. Thus, continuous fight was going on in between. However, the Vengi Chalukyas, rulers of the Vengi, are rulers of the Nalgonda. So these areas came the Chalukyas were the So thus, this way, the Pallavas and Nayakas, Kandur Chodas as a Samantas of Chalukyas ruled some areas of the Nalgonda district. Then Panagallu is the capital and Mahbubnagar is the capital. So that way, the Kandur Chodas and Pallavas and Nayaka chiefs rule is replaced by the Kakatiyas of Warangal. Kakatiyas of Warangal, they were early Samantas of the Chalukyas of Samantas of the Kalyan Chalukyas. Then they became independent during the period of Kakatiyas, the 1000 CE to up to 1323 they ruled. But in the beginning, from 1000 to 1166, they were the Samantas of the Kalyani Chalukyas. Then later on, 1167, Rudradeva came to power. Thus, Kalyani Chalukyas, thus Rudradeva, Rudradeva, then Hanamakonda inscription, Rudreshwara temple is development, independent rule. Rudradeva was independent rule from 1169 to up to the emergence of Ganapati Deva. Rudradeva and Rudradeva is replaced by Mahadeva. So Mahadeva replaced by Rudradeva. Rudradeva is replaced by Ganapati Deva. So there was a continuous war with the Yadavas of Devagiri and Kakatiyas of Warangal. First capital of Kakatiyas was the Hanamakonda 1000-pillar temple, Rudreshwara temple, that is called Rudreshwara temple. Then when after Rudradeva, then after Rudradeva, Ganapati Deva was also captured by Yadavas. But during that period, Rechirla Yalamanayaka, due to his discussion, Rudradeva, Ganapati Deva released from the prison of the Yadavas and by giving their daughter to the Ganapati Deva. Thus, Ganapati Deva married the daughter of the Yadavas. Thus, his attention looked towards the east. Thus, the Samantas who revolted against the rule of the Kakatiyas was suppressed, and big Kakatiya kingdom is established by Ganapati Deva. So this way, Ganapati Deva ruled long years. Long years means he came to the power around 1199 and ruled up to 1299, then ruled up to 1200, roughly up to 1200. Not up to 1162. Ganapati Deva ruled from 1199 or 98 to 1262. Ganapati Deva ruled. Ganapati Deva period, entire Andhra Desha, Telangana and Andhra Desha came under the control of the Kakatiyas. Ganapati Deva period, the Kakatiya period, Prataprudra, Yashobhushanam by Vidyanatha, and Palakurka Somanad, the writings. Thus, this way, Ganapati Deva was a great ruler who brought entire coastal Andhra under his control. When there was a disturbance in the coastal Andhra, then that was suppressed. Coastal Andhra areas firmly brought under his control by the Ganapati Deva. Then Tikkana Somayaji lived during the period of the Ganapati Deva court. And also another great poet, Andhra Mahabhagavata writer. Andhra Mahabhagavata writer, the Dasavatar of Sri Mahavishnu writer, the Andhra Mahabhagavata writer. Potana lived at Ontimetta. Ontimetta means Warangal. Then after Ganapati Deva blessed only daughters, no male children. So at the last period, Ganapati Deva 3 daughters, eldest daughter Rudraamba was given training, and also Rudramadevi came to the power. When Ganapati Deva defeated in the hands of Nellore area under Pandyans. Pandyans are attacked Nellore area. Nellore area, there was a conflict in between the the master of the Tikkana Somayaji. So in that, Tikkana Somaya pleaded for his master, and Ganapati Deva sent forces. In the first time, entire coastal Andhra brought under his control, and Orissa, Gajapati rulers, Orissa rulers also defeated. Thus, the entire coastal Andhra, Telangana, entire brought under his control. And during his period, Palampet temples, Rudreshwara temple, Palampet temple, Rechara Rudra built, Velama Nayaka. So that Rudreshwara temple, Ganapati Deva period, capital is shifted from the Hanmakonda Rudreshwara temple, Hanmakonda to Orugallu fort. Thus, entire Orugallu fort, its constructions are carried and completed by Ganapati Deva and Rudramadevi. Rudramadevi ruled from 1262, when Ganapati Deva was defeated in the hands of the Pandyans at Nellore area. When at Nellore area, the Ganapati Deva defeated in the hands of Pandyans. So due to this the insult, the Ganapati Deva handed over the throne to his daughter Rudramadevi. Thus Rudramadevi ruled. Thus in the beginning, Ganapati Deva was captured with the mercy of the Yadavas, captured and put up in the court of the Yadavas as a bandi. Then after giving their daughter, he was released. Then the last period is also Ganapati Deva period, Motupilli Abhay Shasana. Mean trade and commerce is encouraged by Ganapati Deva. So that the Ganapati Deva Motupilli Abhay Shasana is increased, reveals about the Motupilli seaport was prevented the attack of any for others. So that this way, Motupilli Abhay Shasana, traders were guaranteed or protected with the Abhay Shasana. So this way, the Ganapati Deva rule ending period, he was defeated in the hands of the Pandyans. Beginning period also he was defeated in the hands of the Yadavas, captured by the Yadavas. And ultimately, it is due to the negotiations of the Rechara Rudra Velamanayaka of the Palampet, Rechara Rudra, who built the Ramappa temple. With that man, a great man, this Ganapati Deva was released from the Yadava court. So, by giving their daughter. So, that way, the ending period and beginning period is unceremonious to the Ganapati Deva. Then Rudrama Devi, she was trained in horse riding and also fighting as a men, equal to men, more than men, trained and administrative skills acquired under the her father. So she proved a great ruler, built the rest of the Orugallu construction, Orugallu fort constructions completed during the period of the Rudrama Devi. Rudrama Devi ruled from 1262 to 1289. Rudrama Devi ruled. During her period, the Marco Polo visited Rudrama Devi court. Marco Polo brothers wrote the book on the court of the Rudrama Devi, how wealthy people are lived in that area, our eastern kingdom, our eastern areas are well in the plenty of food grains and precious stones and jewelries, so that this plenty about the plenty of the goods Marco Polo brothers are quoted in their traveling guide. So that is why Western Europeans are encouraged due to the writing of Polo brothers. Then the Rudrama Devi, completed the constructions, and Ganapati Deva period itself is shifted the capital to the Orugallu. Then Rudrama Devi, women rule was not tolerated by men, so that one of the provincial governor, subordinate Samanta Kayastha Ambadeva, revolted against the women rule from the Rayalaseema. Then to suppress this rule, without proper preparation, he gone over the area of the Rudrama Devi, area of Kayastha Ambadeva area. So with Mallikarjuna was also his army general. Both are gone to suppress the Kayastha Ambadeva revolt against the women rule. So that in that battle, the Rudrama Devi and Mallikarjuna, who was right hand of the Rudrama Devi, was also died. Thus, this reveals through the Chandupatla inscription, who was a army soldier, participated in the war at so the Kayastha Ambadeva. So in that the Chandupatla inscription stated that Rudrama Devi died with the revolt of the Kayastha Ambadeva and killed. So anyway, after Rudrama Devi, she also blessed daughters. So eldest daughter, son Prataprudra II already brought up during her period, that Prataprudra II became the ruler in the 1289. 1289 to 1323. Prataprudra II or Prataprudra II or Prataprudra I means Rudradeva. Prataprudra II was ruled, and again Kayastha Ambadeva was defeated and fled away, and entire Telangana ruled by, brought up Telangana, Andhra areas, entire Maharashtra areas, some areas also brought under the control of the Kakatiyas rule by the Prataparudra II. But Prataparudra II was not enjoyed the longer time because Muslim invasions came during the Prataparudra II period, last ruler period, Prataparudra II period. Muslim invasion took place over the Deccan and also over Devagiri. Malik Kafur, under the Alauddin Khilji orders, Malik Kafur conquered the Devagiri area, Yadavas of Devagiri conquered, then attacked on the Golconda, that's Golconda kingdom. Attacked the Golakonda or the Yadavasa, this Kakatiya kingdom, Kakatiya, the Golconda during the Kakatiya period, it was under their control. The Golconda was called as a Golakonda during Kakatiya's period. Thus, Golconda means Golakonda became Golconda during the Qutub Shahi period. So this is way. Kakatiya's period, Muslim invasion, Malik Kafur, under the orders of Alauddin Khilji. In the first war, Prataparudra II got victory in 1309. Got victory. Who? Over the Delhi. 1309, he got victory, but again they came back. The Malik Kafur by getting some reinforces, and then thus he got victory over the Prataparudra II. Thus Prataparudra II accepted subordination. Subordination is accepted by Prataparudra II to the Delhi sultans. Thus, after, with the help of the Prataparudra II, Malik Kafur so went to the the Karnataka area. Hoysalas of Dwarasamudra was also conquered. Thus, Yadavas of Devagiri is conquered, Malik Kafur under the orders of the Alauddin Khilji, and also the Yadavas of, and also Kakatiyas of Warangal was also conquered, but then Hoysala of Dwarasamudra and Pandyans of Madurai. So, but however, all these rulers, Yadavas, all these rulers, Kakatiyas, the Prataparudra II again restored him on their capital when he accepted subordination to the Alauddin Khilji and also accepted to payment an annual contribution. Thus, the South India entirely conquered by Alauddin Khilji, but restored the Hindu kingdoms to the Hindu Rajas only with compromise, because Alauddin Khilji is a practical man. So this way, these Hindu rulers, long away of Delhi, from Delhi to this area cannot be controlled. So that is way restored the Hindu rulers area. So Hindu rulers again restored on their gaddis. Thus, what is importance of the Kakatiya rule? Means Kakatiya rule period, many Saivate temples, Veerasaivism, Saivate temples came into existence, and many tanks, Ramappa tank, Lakavaram tank, and Pakala tank, and Ganpur tank, and Chautupal tank. So this is way Golusukattu tanks, and the tanks for water irrigation purpose. Many tanks were constructed, temples were constructed. Hinduism is patronized, Saivate Hinduism. Thus, Kakatiya period is memorable for the irrigation facilities and encouraged trade and commerce. Marco Polo visited during this period. So this is why Kakatiya's period is memorable in the history of Telangana. The many irrigation tanks were constructed. Thus, on this model, K. Chandrasekhar Rao, our chief minister, has took initiation from the Kakatiyas to build up many tanks in Telangana area and to irrigate the Telangana area. So on the model of the Kakatiyas, thus Mission Bhagirathi and Mission Kakatiya is adopted by our chief minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Thus, Kakatiyas became a role model for Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao in the administrative aspect. So this is the rule of the Kakatiyas. Now, Hinduism, the Shaivism, and also Vaishnavism appeared, but largely Shaivism, Ganapati Deva, Rudramadevi, Rudradeva, Mahadeva, means Shaivite patronizers. However, what type of Shaivism? Arajya Shaivism. Arajya Shaivism is different, Veera Shaivism is different. Arajya Shaivism means Bhakti Shaivism, means temple culture Shaivism. Thus many temples, Palampet temple, Rudreshwara temple, then the Pillalamalli temple, then Pachala Someshwara temple, and also Nagalopadi temples. Many temples, Shaivite temples came into existence. Many irrigational tanks, construction, and water, providing water to the water. Thus, Kakatiya rule is memorable in the history of the Telangana. The entire Telangana ruled. Thus, after Vishnukundinis, Kakatiyas are considered great Telangana rulers. Right. Thanks to one and all.